Hey there, beautiful people. I am Tracy Rigdon, and this is the Contrast Project Lounge. And it's a special Juneteenth celebration episode. Are y'all ready for this? Let's go. Welcome back, guys. It's that time of year again. Juneteenth celebration, honoring freedom, the history, resilience. Juneteenth. It's also known as Freedom Day or Emancipation Day, although Emancipation Day is actually celebrated in May. But it holds a significant place in American history. It commemorates the announcement of the end of slavery in the United States, and it stands as a testament to strength, resilience, and determination of African Americans. In this episode, we'll take a look at its origins, evolution, and the traditions associated with Juneteenth. Join us on this journey. Now, the historical significance of Juneteenth traces its roots back to June the 19th of 1865, when Union Army General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas. And he proclaimed freedom for all enslaved African Americans. This proclamation came more than 2 years, however, after President Abraham Lincoln had signed the Emancipation Proclamation, highlighting the delay in the news reaching the farthest corners of the country. Juneteenth symbolizes the liberation and recognition of the rights of African Americans, marking the end of one dark chapter in American history. The significance of Juneteenth is immeasurable throughout society. Now, the evolution of Juneteenth. Initially, Juneteenth celebrations were primarily localized in Texas, where the news of emancipation first arrived. However, with the Great Migration, the movement of African Americans from the South to other regions, the observance of Juneteenth began to spread across the country, across the nation. As communities started to grow, as they grew, Juneteenth became an opportunity for African Americans to gather, celebrate their heritage, and foster a sense of belonging. Today, Juneteenth is celebrated in various states, cities, and towns, reflecting the evolution into a nationwide commemoration. The traditions and ceremonies vary. Juneteenth is steeped in rich traditions and ceremonies that honor the struggles and triumphs of African Americans, those who were freed. Parades, picnics, barbecues, they're common during the Juneteenth celebrations, bringing together families, friends, communities. It's all over the country. So much more so these days that we know about in the news. We see it much more now than we did even as, little amount of time as a decade ago. But these gatherings, they feature lively music, dance performances, cultural exhibitions, showcasing the vibrant diversity of African American heritage. It's a time for storytelling, poetry readings, and community readings of the Emancipation Proclamation, fostering a deeper understanding of history and nurturing a sense of unity. Now, the symbolism of Juneteenth plays a vital role in Juneteenth celebrations. The color red, for instance, holds great significance, representing resilience, strength, and the bloodshed of African Americans in their struggle for freedom. red food and drinks, such as red velvet cake, for instance, and fruit punch, commonly served during these Juneteenth gatherings, further emphasizing the symbolism. By partaking in these symbolic elements, participants pay homage to the past while rejoicing in the progress that has been made. Now, Juneteenth, as an official state and federal holiday, Juneteenth's recognition as an official state holiday in Texas in 1980 marked a significant milestone in acknowledging, its historical and cultural importance. The holiday paved the way for other states to follow suit, honoring Juneteenth as a day of remembrance and celebration. In recent years, there have been increased efforts to recognize Juneteenth as a federal holiday, culminating in the official designation by Congress and President Joe Biden. The U.S. government, as we know, it was slow to embrace the occasion. It was only until 2021 that President Joe Biden signed a bill passed by Congress to set aside Juneteenth, or June the 19th, as a federal holiday. This acknowledgement on a national level elevates the significance of Juneteenth and ensures its enduring recognition and observance. Now, education and awareness about Juneteenth, the celebration, history, its significance, and so forth. Juneteenth provides a platform for educational programs and initiatives that promote awareness and understanding of African American history and culture. Now, schools, museums, community organizations, they organize events, exhibitions, and workshops across the country to highlight contributions, struggles, and achievements of African Americans. Now, these educational efforts, they foster empathy, challenge biases, and encourage dialogue, open dialogue, promoting a more inclusive and equitable society. Juneteenth's more contemporary relevance, while Juneteenth celebrates the emancipation of enslaved African Americans, it also serves as a reminder of the ongoing fight against systemic racism and inequality. The celebration calls for continued efforts to address racial disparities, social justice, and equal opportunity for all. Juneteenth inspires individuals and communities to actively participate in creating a more just and inclusive society, honoring the legacy of those who fought for freedom and paving the way for future generations. Juneteenth's relevance, systemic racism, social justice, equal opportunity, all those things are into play here. All of it. Now, Juneteenth stands as a powerful reminder of the struggle for freedom and equality in the United States. It serves as a time to reflect on the progress that's been made, celebrate African American heritage, and renew the commitment to a more inclusive society. As Juneteenth continues to gain recognition and observance across the nation, let's all honor the past, embrace the present, and work together for a better future. Stick around for the next segment. I'd like to thank all my friends, fans, and followers on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All of you. And those of you who are not already following us, please like, share, comment. And on the YouTube channel, like, share, comment, and smash the subscribe button so that you get all the new episodes. Don't forget to ring that bell. You get notifications. And listen, once again, I want to thank each and every single one of you. Your support means the world to me, and I certainly do appreciate it. Again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Go! Spoiler alert, in this reality check, we've got to touch on a couple things that directly relate to Juneteenth, as this is the Juneteenth celebration podcast edition. In this episode, we talked at great length about Juneteenth. It was dedicated to Juneteenth. And I've been posting many short reels to Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I was checking the comment section on our YouTube channel, and the hate was there. The trolls were out in force, and not just because of that, but because of some of the other shorts that I posted sarcastically about Donald Trump and his orange jumpsuit, which, by the way, I'm not going to retract. It was tongue-in-cheek, but yay, wouldn't we all like to see his ass in an orange jumpsuit? Well, let's move forward on the Juneteenth topic. On some of the comments about Juneteenth, they were hateful. They were hateful. There were people showing their colors. Oh, the bigotry was out in full force in Trollville. The comment that, and not just some of the, run-of-the-mill hate bullshit. One of the commenters on the shorts about Juneteenth was that it's not a real holiday and never has been. It's not a real holiday. Well, Jethro, I suggested to Jethro that he might try to look into some history. He might try reading a book. Oh, and by the way, read a banned book, you idiot. It indeed is a holiday and is a real holiday, whether it was recognized by Texas as a state holiday in 1980 or in 2021 by President Joe Biden and Congress as a federal holiday. It has been celebrated within the Black community since, June 19th, 1865 in the state of Texas. It's a holiday, and a very real one at that. And I might add, I have been to many Juneteenth celebrations, and they were a hoot. They were a lot of fun. The celebration, the jubilee, the getting to talk with people that I've never met, and going with people that I had never met. And we just had wonderful conversations about the topic of Juneteenth, not just the fact that we were stuffing our faces with some mighty good food. There's a lot of that. Singing, dancing, reading of poetry. Listen, Jethro out there, and all you other MAGA hats, it is a real holiday and has been since 1865. Get over it. Get over yourself. Reality check again. As I was saying before about being an ally and being a straight ally, being as it is now also June being Pride Month. Okay? And also, by the way, Caribbean American Month. So, that too. So June is a month of celebration throughout the country, all right? And being an ally is for real. It's about supporting your brothers and sisters from all different colors, all different cultures, all different sects, all over the place, supporting your brothers and sisters, supporting Pride Month, supporting Juneteenth, supporting other allies in their efforts. Allyship, really, in its essence, goes hand in hand with Pride Month, Juneteenth, and Caribbean American Month too. Reality check. Allyship is broad, baby. It is broad. It's what humans should be doing. Oh, and like I say, what would Jesus do? Well, exactly what you're not doing. Being an ally is being a friend, is being human, supporting one another, helping them out in their trials and tribulations, celebrating with them as they celebrate. Reality check. Allyship is alive and well in this country. Thank God. And, hey, just like I've said before in other videos, reality check, woke is not a dirty word. It's not a dirty word. To be woke is not a bad thing. Woke ideology is not a bad thing. So let's just put that aside there, people. It's Juneteenth. As allies, let's celebrate. As people that understand what Juneteenth means to not only the black community, but particularly the black community, what Juneteenth stands for them. But what it means for this country as a whole, what does it mean? What does it represent? Well, you know what it means. It's the celebration. It's Freedom Day, Emancipation. How in the world do these knuckle draggers live with themselves? How do they sleep at night with so much hate? You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. Reality check yourselves. We're woke, we're going nowhere. We're allies, we're going nowhere. Happy Juneteenth, people. Happy Pride Month. Well, in my closing thoughts, I think about all of the things that I just talked about Juneteenth, the celebration, about Pride Month and that celebration, about Caribbean American Month and that celebration, about being an ally, about being woke. But as this is the Juneteenth celebration episode, listen, Juneteenth is more than a celebration. It's a catalyst for change. It sparks conversations about racial equality, social justice, and the ongoing fight against systemic racism, as I've talked about many times. By amplifying African American voices, Juneteenth prompts society to confront its past and present challenges, encouraging a collective commitment to creating a fairer and more equitable world for all of us. As I've always said, people, be vigilant, be safe, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time, peace.